What's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of Michael's Weird Kitchen. Today I have something really probably considerably weird for you. Dr. Pepper bacon wrapped chicken livers. That's right, revisiting chicken livers again, but always with a new twist. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper while I make this. Alright, so first I'm going to start with the brine. Had a little issue with milk. I had to pour a leaking milk jug into this, so I'm going to use a little bit of this. Okay. Now you might ask, aren't you supposed to use hot sauce or barbecue sauce or something? I'm going to use Dr. Pepper. Right here. Dr. Pepper. That's going in the brine. Alright. I wish I could give you a good look there, but I really can't. It's a milky Dr. Peppery color. And now, I'm gonna open up the livers. You might want to wash them off too first, so I'm going to do that. Just to get them nice and livery. Take a look at that, huh? Alright, so we're going to put it in the brine. I need to maneuver some stuff here. This is the flour, that's for a later step. Alright. You're going to want to soak the livers in the brine. Cold. All right. We try to crush it up as much as possible. Not too much. Get a towel. All right. Normally I would soak that for a couple of hours, but I don't have time for that. And it's not really necessary. It might deepen the flavor a little more, but not much. Here's the bacon. Jimmy Dean. Okay. Now, take some parchment paper and line it in the air fryer. You always want to line your air fryer pan with parchment paper. I didn't do that one time and it started smoking like crazy. You don't want to do that. There you go. Align it. Okay, so I'm going to put all of this aside for right now. Gonna check out the chicken livers in the brine. Move them around, get them nice and soaked with that milk and Dr. Pepper. Okay. Now, we're going to drain it. I use a colander. I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the camera or not. I'll try to let you see it. Drain all of that. So once again, you just have your chicken livers, but they are marinated. Pour them back in there. Remember, I already cleaned them in the beginning, so you're not hurting them. If there's any excess marinade in there, it's just going to add to the flavor. Very well. Okay, now you want to take flour. We're going to pour this in here. It wasn't that much, so I'll just use it all. Alright, so now you've got the flour on top, but you want to work that in. You want to put them up in the flour, work it in, mix it around, make sure they're all in the flour for when you're ready to put them in the air fryer. Okay? Squish it around. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. We're going to wrap them in bacon with the flour inside. How about that? So, take this bacon. Okay, this isn't working the way I want it to. Now, of course, we're not going to use a whole strand of bacon, so you can cut them up accordingly, and you start putting them into the air fryer. This right here is a whole one. So you'll wrap it up. And you want to wrap the bacon all the way around it, okay? All the way around. And then you just plop it into the air fryer. And you keep doing that with every piece you have. There's another one. We're going to wrap it that way. There we go. Stuff all over the floor. Now, I'm going to take a brief pause so I can get all of this out. There we go. Now I know what I'm working with. Okay. Piece of bacon. I'm going to tear it in half. And here's another liver. I'm going to wrap it all the way around. Just like that. There you go. Place it in the little air fryer dish there. And you basically keep doing this until you have them all wrapped. You know. Now, those were little pieces. I'm going to try to make some big pieces. There we go. Talk about perfecto. Messed that up. We'll wrap that big old piece around there. Now, this is where I'm going to get creative. I'm going to take this humongoid liver and just use this whole piece of bacon and wrap it in. That's going to have to be good flavoring. I can get this to open up. Just going to lay that in there so gently. Same here. Take that, wrap it around, tuck all that in there. You want to tuck in as much of the flour and the liver as you can. And it's okay in the pan. These aren't going to grow and expand. So you can put them as close to one another as you like. You need to utilize the space in your air fryer container. Now, I'm going to take a jumbo one here. Look at all that. I'm going to wrap that in there. Shit, man, that might require 2 pieces of bacon. But I'm not going to, well, shit, why not? It's not a whole lot left. Let's do that. I'm going to wrap that twice over. Like that. Crisscross. Alright. Now. Okay, and I think I have room for one more, and then we're going to stop. I'll do another batch after I do the video, but that'll be after the video just for the sake of it, because I need to get y'all into motion here. Okay, I could fit one more in there. What? I'm gonna try this. Alright. Now, that should be enough for right now. I'm gonna wash my hands. Or at least get them unnasty. Alright, so that's what they look like right now. nicely placed in there one by one. You know what? I have some more room in here. I'm going to put some more in there. See, that's kind of what you experiment with as a cook, too. You think you don't have enough, then you realize you do. Put another one in there. I can scoop those down. I can use the rest of this. By George, I think I've got it. You know what? I'm gonna make a big ass one. I'm just gonna put the rest of this in there. Why not? This is all just a big experiment, right? Wrap that around. And take that and wrap it around. Maybe when all's said and done, you're going to have a big ass bacon wrapped chicken liver. Alright, that fits snug as a bug. So, and after I do this for you guys, I'm going to have to wash dishes. But I'm not going to make you watch that. As you can see, we got quite a bit back here. I put this kitchen to good use. Alright, so now that that's done, you pop these in your air fryer. I have to plug it in first. Alright. And I didn't really look this up beforehand. Once again, unprofessionalism at the Michael Coaching channel. We're known for that. So I'm going to see how long I should air fry it for. Okay, so we're talking 20 minutes. This is perfect. So you want to air fry them for like 25 minutes. So, I hate to say I don't really have much to tell you guys in the meantime while they cook, but we'll come up with something to kill time. Or you can watch me wash dishes. Where we are. Alright, so that was the first step, of course. I made the chicken livers, wrapped them in bacon and flour and all that good stuff. Now, once they're finished, you can do any number of things with these. You could put them in a salad, which I might do, because I still have some leftover salad dressing from last night. Imagine bacon wrapped chicken livers in a nice salad with Italian dressing. And mind you, they're marinated in Dr. Pepper, so technically it's Dr. Pepper bacon wrapped chicken livers. How about that? We have some leftover salad from last night. Right here. And since I'm using the chicken livers, I don't need to add any special protein to it, which is great. And I'm having trouble covering this. Okay. Cover up. There we go. My wife buys these little covers. I guess they're good. A little annoying when they don't work, but you know, everything is. I used all the bacon, so that can go in the trash. Alright, so yes, the clothes are finished drying. Like I said, those are going to air fry for about 25 minutes. You're not going to get much accomplished in the meantime, but let me get some chips and dips for this, because I just bought this stuff for this. Maybe I could mix chips and dips and chicken livers. Ooh, it's starting to smell in here. Smell good. And, you know, for people that cook, you know, you always want something to eat while you're cooking. Just a little snack, you know. In this case, it'll be chips and salsa. Just a little bowl, nothing major. To figure out something I can talk to y'all about. Okay, I got something, a good little promotion. So, the Fox One streaming service came out yesterday. I don't know how many of y'all are fans of Fox Network or Fox Sports or Fox News or whatever, but I'm not heavily into sports. I don't really watch much on Fox anymore because, of course, Family Guy's kind of disappeared. Bob's Burgers disappeared. I guess they canceled them. I don't know. But The Simpsons is on Fox, yes. My daughter Dakota loves that show, which is hilarious because that predates her by practically almost 20 years. Interesting there. Let me put this milk back up that we used for the breen. Anyways, Fox One is $19.99 a month, plus tax, I suppose. The only thing I'm interested in from Fox is Fox News, and maybe Fox Nation if you blend it in somehow. Well, for the last, I don't know, 15 years, nah, shorter than that. For the last decade, over the last decade, I know 2015, 2016, somewhere in there, I canceled our cable when we lived in Florida, and I never looked back. Just not into it. It costs too much. There's way too much in there, and that's why it's so expensive. Well, earlier this year, in February, DirecTV, I'm sure you've heard that name. They used to be huge in the satellite distribution business. Well, now they're doing what SiriusXM is doing, and they're launching television services using the internet instead of a satellite dish. You could still get the satellite dish service, but of course it costs a lot more. Because of course when all that happens, all that stuff gets more expensive until it's just priced out of business. Same with Sirius XM. You buy a satellite radio, you get that hooked up, it's like $30 a month. You can get the internet service for $10. And the internet service actually has more channels, more everything. It includes a Pandora customized feature, all that stuff the satellite doesn't offer. My point being, the old stuff gets outdated and just goes, it keeps getting more expensive until nobody has it anymore. And that's what DirecTV is doing now. Anyway, they've now offered these things called My Packs, genre packs. And I got the My Entertainment pack in February. The My Entertainment pack is only $34.99 and includes the Disney bundle as well as HBO Max. Yes, with ads, but if you think about it, you're getting over 50 live TV channels and all 3 of those streaming services for only $34.99. That is a steal. You can't beat that. That makes Sling TV look more expensive, which it is. Not only is Sling TV not that cheap, but they're throwing in the Disney bundle and HBO Max with DirecTV. The bottom Sling package is, I think, $45, and it only comes with the channels you choose. It doesn't come with anything else. Chips is awesome. Anyway, so I got that, and I added the My Cinema add-on for only $9.99 more a month. That includes Turner Classic Movies. And I love that. That's $49 and some change with taxes for all that. Now, you're going to say, Michael, you love MeTV. What about MeTV? Well, this is where I get crafty with the calculator and the money. So, they finally added MeTV, the basic channel, to the My Entertainment pack on DirecTV. So I don't have to worry about not having MeTV anymore. Now, MeTV Tunes was put into another genre pack, the Kids pack, and that pack costs $19.99 a month. However, there's a service I've told y'all about on my Facebook, showed it many times. It's called Friendly TV, and it's only $10.99 a month. And it has all 3 MeTV channels, MeTV, MeTV Plus, MeTV Tunes. It also has all of the other Weagle Network stations like Movies Network, Catchy Comedy, and several others that I love. Now, my wife loves Hallmark. Hallmark is not in the DirecTV genre packs. So, this Friendly TV I'm going to keep on top of the DirecTV at being only $10.99, like $12 something with tax. You're looking at about $65 for all that per month. You can't beat that at all. That's insane. Now, it took me a long time to get there, stressing out with a calculator and figures in front of me, but I eventually got to it, and I figured it out. Because originally I was going to get the kids pack on top of the My Entertainment pack, and you can add, this is how weird this is, you can add Hallmark Plus to the DirecTV service. I was going to do that for my wife. That ended up being $85. So at $65, I'm saving $20 a month. And I'm getting everything she and I love. There's no trade-offs there. And I'm thinking soon of adding Fox Nation to the DirecTV as well. I'm on a free trial of it through another company where I canceled that, but if I like it enough, I'll add it to my DirecTV for only $8 more a month. I haven't gotten there yet. I love Fox News, but I don't know if I want Fox Nation. I got not enough time to watch all this stuff, and there's way too much coming into this house. While I would like to have extended Fox News stuff, that's like NBC and Peacock. Peacock is an extension of NBC. The only difference is NBC is free if you have an antenna and are able to pick it up. So you don't have to pay for that part of the deal. You just pay for Peacock. And that's what we have on top of that. So I said $65 for DirecTV and Friendly. We also have a subscription to NBC's Peacock. Well, I went to cancel it before it renewed, and they gave me a deal of $2.99 a month for 6 months. Awesome. I took that too. So we have that too for under $70. You want to talk about a steal? That's fantastic. And I've really gotten into this new show on Peacock. It's a Peacock original called Twisted Metal. That show is awesome. Okay. Timer's timing down. So yeah, I have no use for cable anymore. And as far as local channels, they actually have a My Locals genre pack for the DirecTV genre pack system that we have. But it's $39.99 a month. And your local channels depend on where you're at and who owns it and all that. So they have an option in there. You type in your zip code and it shows you what locals you will get with this locals package. So you're going to pay $39.99 regardless. So if you live in a market, so I typed in our zip code. It said I would get our local ABC, CBS, and Fox. But NBC was scratched out and PBS was scratched out. And I watch a lot of both of those, NBC and PBS. Those are my two favorites. I'm not really big on ABC or CBS. I mean, it's funny, our local ABC, WBRZ, I love the local part of it, the WBRZ part. But I don't really watch a lot of ABC programming. It's not really my thing. There's a few shows I like on there. Like I love Shifting Gears with Tim Allen and Kat Dennings and Sean William Scott. Love that show. But then it's like, what else is there? I don't know of anything else I watch on there. My family, my wife and kids watch a lot on ABC. They watch 911, The Rookie and stuff like that. But I don't know what their reason is. They refuse to watch it when it airs on television. They insist on watching it on Disney Plus the next day. And that's fine. That's what it's there for. Their loss. I always say I like to watch the shows when they first hit the airwaves before the other people are watching it on streaming the next day. I get to see it when it's fresh new. But anyway, the only channel I can't receive locally is our local CBS. It's due to them having a very weak signal, and I would just say you could look up WAFB on Google and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's nothing but complaints from people all over the place. People in Prairieville, people in Gonzales, people in Mid-City Baton Rouge can't even pick it up. And it's a Baton Rouge station. So, but not a big loss. I'm not going to pay $40 a month just to watch CBS. ABC, NBC, PBS, Fox, they all come in perfectly. Like 90% signal strength. The only time we have an issue really with signals is when it's raining, which I understand that, so I'm not really going to bitch. People say, oh, you can't trust it. Okay, but if anybody knows Anybody that's had a satellite dish paying over $100 a month for service, it went out too when the weather went out, and you still had to pay for that. This is free, so I'm really not going to bitch. Not to mention, we have Peacock, and our local ABC, I love their local news team on WBRZ. That's my news team. I watch that consistently. I used to watch the NBC one. So this is interesting because I know I've told you guys in the past I couldn't receive our ABC. Back about 5 months ago, our local ABC, WBRZ TV, went under a maintenance reboot, so to speak, and they upgraded all of their transmission stuff and all their antennas, and they shot their antenna up 1,300 more feet in the air. So overnight I did a channel scan, and whammo, it comes in at 90% signal strength now. It didn't even register before, but that little bit can make all the difference. And it's good they did that because now they have a lot more viewers everywhere. They say that thing goes all the way from Baton Rouge to, all the way from Lafayette, basically, through Baton Rouge to New Orleans. You could pick up WBRZ. So that's pretty impressive. That's a lot of wattages going out there. But that's good. Our NBC is that strong too. See, signals really, most TV signals, the FCC only grants so much transmission power. So a lot of times, a lot of stations don't have that much power, regardless of where you're at. And I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, so there's no law mandating you have to have a specific amount of power. So a lot of stations don't transmit very high and probably don't give a damn. As long as they offer a signal, they're within the law. It's your responsibility to have the equipment to pick it up, i.e. antenna. But whatever. We are renting the house we live in right now, so I have no way to put an antenna up in the air and get the wire through the house and all that. I can't do that. So all we have are 2 indoor antennas, one in the bedroom window and one high up in the living room right below the ceiling. I wanted to get it as high up as I could, facing Baton Rouge. So I get all the Baton Rouge locals except for CBS. We used to have MeTV here, but they dropped it from the local lineup. We had a lot of them, Catchy Comedy, Movies, MeTV. I can only assume that maybe Weagle, the contract ended and that there wasn't a renewal between Weagle and the host networks. They were independent stations, so that probably plays into it too. They were independent local stations that probably didn't have a lot of money. So when they went, that went. Hopefully they come back later. It's happened. I've seen stations leave one. We have one called Local 365 Black. Or no, it's called 365 Black. And it's been on, obviously it's intended for a black audience, but they show great 70s movies and stuff like that. I love it. They even showed Superfly one night, one of my favorites. But anyway, they started off here as part of CBS on 9.3. Then it moved to 39.5, which was the one that MeTV was on. So it moved from CBS, which is a national corporation, over to a local independent. I don't know if they knew that independent was going to shut down, I don't know. But then it moved from that over to Fox hosting it on 44.4. So, and Fox is one of the, Fox, NBC, and WBRZ all have extremely strong signals. They go, like I said, from Lafayette to New Orleans practically. happy about that because now I can watch all my favorite old movies. Alright, so I'm going to pull this out and see how far we've gotten. Oh. I'm going to put it in for just a little more, but they look good. Okay. And I will put them on a paper plate in order to show you guys. If I have to pick this iPad up and wave it over the plate, I will. I did that in a previous video with the lemon lime Gatorade Neapolitan float. Only that time I was using my iPhone. This time I'm using my iPad. Yeah, I'm a big Apple guy. The only reason that I don't have a Mac computer is because I needed a computer that played video games. And unfortunately, you all know Mac is not where you game. Mac has very limited games available to it. And I wanted a PC to match my Xboxes. I have an Xbox Series X in my living room, an Xbox Series S in my bedroom, and a PC goes really well with that because with Xbox Play Anywhere, if you buy a game on Xbox, you get the console and the PC version with it. And sometimes, depending on if it's available, you can get a cloud gaming version, which I have an iPhone, and luckily the iPhone, they have the Xbox Cloud Gaming app on there. So I bought one of those little devices that connects the phone to your controller on the top. I showed it on my Facebook probably last Christmas. And I can use my phone as an Xbox if I want. I need to wait for a while though because I need to replace the battery in my phone. My battery dies quick. I venture to say I don't use my phone all day, so I can get down to like 30% from 7 a.m. to about 4 p.m. without even using it. So that gives you an idea. When you look up the battery health, it says service. It needs to be serviced. But yeah. But if I didn't have to video game, I would have a Mac. I love Apple, man. And the integration is insane. Fantastic. You can just drag and drop stuff on your Mac from your phone or your iPad or whatever. As long as it's an Apple product, it works in tandem with all the other Apple products. Which is great. Love it. But for a PC, I have a nice MSI Windows 11 laptop. It's got a Intel i5 processor and a NVIDIA RTX 3050 graphics card. So yeah, it's decent. Unfortunately, it's a laptop, so I can't upgrade it. I would love to be able to upgrade the processor. Not really the graphics cards. We don't really need an update on graphics cards just yet. Now we're into the 50 generation where it's like 50, 80, 50, 90, that kind of thing. But a 3050 is fine. Most games only require like a 1060 to a 20, you know. So graphic card doesn't need to be updated very much, but the processors, there are some games I have to put the settings all the way at the bottom. And they never play as good, but very few games though. Most of the ones coming out are great. I played the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny on my laptop just fine. When I had Xbox Game Pass. But I may be getting that back. I'm slowly realizing I might not be able to live without it. Because they are smart, man. They have games where you have to have online access in order to play them. And if you don't have online access, you can't play them. Huh. Smart move there on their part. Don't move for me. Because now I can't play them unless I pay for the internet access on the machine. Oh well. Okay, let's open this and see what we got. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to do it a little more, but that's okay. Running out of things to talk to y'all about. But yeah, so in the world of video games, I went with Microsoft and Xbox. There's a lot more. People wonder why I did that, because a lot of people hate on Xbox. But I'm looking at it from a technological point of view. If I get an Xbox game, I can play it on my PC, on my phone, on my 2 Xboxes, yes. And there you go. There's more value in that. And there's an ecosystem where no matter what I played it on, it'll resume from where I left off the last time I played it. Whether it was on my phone, my laptop, or my Xboxes. You can't do that with a PlayStation or a Switch. You just can't. Nintendo Switch and Sony PlayStation don't even involve PCs. So, before you say, Sony makes PC games, yes, they re-released their games on PC 2 years after they came out on their platform, yes. But they can only be played on a PC. That's not the same. Meaning, you can't take Spider-Man 2 that you bought on Steam and play it on your PS5. You have to have the PS5 version on that system. So it's not interworkable. It doesn't work that way. If you buy Spider-Man 2 on a PC, it plays on that PC via Steam. Steam is your store and your purchase place, you know? So that's why I like Xbox. I can play in a lot of different places, and there's a lot more value in it. Straight up. These chips and salsa are good, man. Alright. We're about to open this up. I'm just going to use the rest of this Dr. Pepper. Get me some more drinky poo. I'm a Dr. Pepper freak. I love Dr. Pepper. All right. Okay, this is beeping. That means it's ready. So let's unplug the air fryer. Let it cool off for a bit. Let me see if I could. Oh yes, I need to show you all this, but I have no real room to. Okay, am I gonna burn the top? Let me see if I can. Nah, can't really show you all that. Maybe I could put it up here. Okay. I'm just going to do this. Hopefully y'all can see this. Sorry, I'm not a professional here. It's just me and an iPad. Do those look good or what? I'm going to move it around a little bit. All right. So, now you can take those and eat them one by one. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. You want to take a spatula. And of course I'm going to have to use the one for my barbecue pit. Because for some reason there's none other available. But, oh well. This is the one I use outside on my barbecue grill. Alright, so I'm gonna. Oh, that looks so good. This thing is oversized, so this is very difficult with the paper in the way. Put that down. Well, I can grab one now. Look at these humongous ones. I'm going to stop there and run that over the plate for you. Hold on, let me. Okay. This might be a better look. Look how big I made them too. Yeah. All right. So, you could pick these up and eat them just like this. Wow! That is awesome! And you know what else I would do? Sprinkle some barbecue sauce over them. Or some country bobs. Ooh, that'd be great. So, if that's all you wanted to do, you're good there. I could wrap this up real quick. But I'm not going to. Because now, we're going to put them into a salad. Y'all know I love salad. Let me get a big old bowl. Oh, I may not want this big old bowl. Yeah, like I said earlier, I have to do the dishes when I finish this with you guys. Because, yeah, my kids don't like to do their chores. So, sorry, I have to wash this bowl right in front of you. Alright, so, gonna open this up. This is the salad mix with the lettuce, tomatoes, bacon bits, and onions. So, take that, put that in there. I like a little more onion in that. I'd like a little more onion in that. I might shred me off some onion from one in the refrigerator. And now I'm going to take this guy, drop him in the salad. Now, I'm not going to put these whole things in there because they're so big. It would just, but I'm going to smoosh them up, you know what I mean? Like, make them smaller. That eliminates your need for bacon bits, huh? Oh, that bacon unwrapped. Oh well. Okay. So, now you have your chicken livers. Dr. Pepper bacon wrapped chicken livers in the salad. Now I need to get my dressing. And I should have had that out before I started the video, so I apologize in advance. And I don't know where it is. I put one in here yesterday. But my family just keeps rearranging stuff. So I might have to use hot dressing, which I do not like. I do not like my restaurant style Italian dressing hot. I hate that. I'm about to have to call someone in here to come and get it. I'm sorry, y'all. I am off camera. This is very unprofessional of me, because my stuff was supposed to be in here accessible, and it wasn't. I don't have the dressing on hand. Oh boy, it went in here yesterday. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are expecting me to be on camera, and this is so unprofessional. Because people took stuff and put it where it didn't belong. I don't have it. I'm just going to have to use hot. Did you put it in the back?
I didn't put it anywhere.
It was in the back. You just pulled it out from the back.
I didn't put it there. It was there.
Yeah, you did. That's okay. Thank you for finding it here. My wife found it for me. Thank you, sweetheart. So now, we're going to pour this on top of the salad. Restaurant style Italian. It's basically a knockoff of Olive Garden's salad dressing. Oh, that's my favorite lunch spot. One of my favorite lunch spots. Y'all know I have plenty of them. One in Gonzales called Country Kitchen. That's one of my favorite lunch spots. But anyway, let's pour this on here. And not use too much. It's very runny. But I think that's what makes it so good. Okay. So again, I would recommend buying the Olive Garden dressing, but if you can't afford that, I understand, because I bought this. This is what you buy at Walmart. Great value, restaurant style. Aldi. Italian dressing.
Aldi.
No, this is great value. I bought this yesterday. She's saying Aldi. I guess you could get it there too if they have the restaurant style. The restaurant style is usually always the same. It's trying to mock the... I just said the name of the place and I forgot it. Olive Garden. It's a knockoff of the Olive Garden dressing. So I'm going to add a little more onion in here. Just add a little more. Matter of fact, check this out. Ooh. There you go. Be a lot of onion. I love onions. Love them. Alright, so now it's time to finally eat this bad boy. And of course, I do not have a fork. Yes, I am going to wash these dishes once I get off here with you guys. So I'm going to mix that around. And I'm going to show you. There's one, but I want to attach some lettuce. There you go. Oh, yes. And you could taste the Dr. Pepper in the liver. That's really good. Just like the salad I made last night. The salad the dressing tasted like Dr. Pepper. So I named it Dr. Pepper Vinaigrette. How cool was that? This, I call this, because there's so much onion, a Dr. Pepper chicken liver. Wait, I said that wrong. A Dr. Pepper bacon wrapped chicken liver onion salad. Say that real fast. Alright. So this is a great lunch today. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope I entertained you a little and gave you a little insight. Look into DirecTV and Friendly TV. You may not want the channels on DirecTV. Maybe you only want the Disney bundle. With Friendly TV being only $10.99 a month, you would come out ahead if you just got the Friendly TV and the Disney bundle. With ads, of course, but you know. So, this is Michael Coachin on the Michael Coachin channel. I'm loving this salad. This salad is so good. I don't even want to leave you guys. I just want to eat it right in front of you. I get this great stuff. You don't. Unless you make it yourself. Use my tips and you can. Chicken liver. Alright, you guys. Once again, these are the livers on the plate. I mean, look at this. This is awesome, huh? Look how big I made that. The wrap's coming off, but look how big I made those. Look at this big bad boy here. Yeah. All right. Time to go. I gotta wash the dishes. Drink some Dr. Pepper. Thank you for watching Michael's Weird Kitchen. I'll see you next time.